So today, let's cover a couple of things about our neck exercises. Believe it or not, this is something that's excluded from a lot of strength and conditioning routines. It's really difficult to cover everything that we need. So usually what we do about 6 to 8 weeks before we start our spring training or August or pre-camp stuff, we always do neck exercises that are going to help us. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that are going to help our necks and help prevent concussions. Believe it or not, our neck strength does have a lot to do with prevention or preventable concussions. Concussions are always going to be a part of sport, but we want to be able to prevent the stuff that is more likely. So a couple of things that we're going to do. Everybody knows the partner stretches where you get with your partner, but a lot of people don't have a lot of time, especially in the weight room. So we want to try to cover a lot of things and be able to, the athlete to be able to do this on their own. Okay, so a couple of things that we do with athletes, we've done with teams that have been pretty successful, is we've done isometric exercises. These isometric exercises are going to help your athletes' tendons and ligaments around the cervical spine to be able to stabilize and take a blow and take a collision, and so that they can stabilize as much as possible. So that's what we want to try to do here. Isometric exercises are great for that, and they don't really have a lot to do. They're not going to fatigue the athlete very well either. So really it's about time under tension. So what we're going to do is start with, let's just imagine this being a regular bench that we use for bench press and stuff like that. So all the athlete's going to do is get on his knees, and he's going to plank. He's going to perform a plank without his hands on his head, 4 ways, okay? So the first thing he's going to do is tuck his hip. Count 10, 15, even 30 seconds. I've seen some athletes hang out for 30 seconds. That's a great exercise. It's very difficult to do, okay? Side is even worse, okay? So he's going to plank up and only going to use his arm as much as possible, okay? Plank up with most of his weight being on his head and neck, okay? He wants to make that straight line just like he would in a plank. Going to hold that 15 to 30 seconds. Going to do the same thing on the back end, okay? Head down. He's going to bridge up, just like that. You've seen this in wrestling routines. You want to be nice and stable. Get those hips up. Hold 15, 30 seconds. Going to keep on going around 3 sets of 15 to 30 seconds each direction. This is something that they can do when they enter in the weight room. This is something they can knock out. You don't have to do this as a team. Now, if that's too much for your athletes, if you have some young athletes, 9th, 8th, 10th, 7th graders, what you're going to do, you don't really necessarily need a medicine ball, but it's good to have something there that they can stabilize with that's a little unstable, and they have to make sure they're nice and tight when they do this, okay? Want to make sure I'm in this position here. You can even contract, relax like this. Do it all 4 directions. Same routine, 3 sets. 3 sets of 15 to 30 seconds. You can contract, relax with it. Doesn't necessarily, you can always mix it up with a concentric exercise or even an eccentric exercise, which is going to help your athletes stay healthy throughout the year. This is not something that you need to do just for preseason. You also need to do this during the season. Let's keep your athletes healthy.